You're listening to Gay News.
The latest news from the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender and queer community. And now your host, Brandon CARMODY.
You're listening to Gay News. Today is July 16, 2015. I'm Brandon CARMODY. We want to welcome our listeners in the United States and around the world. Here's your top LGBTQ headlines for July 16th. And our first story today comes right here from beautiful, sunny Portland, Oregon. Hundreds of phallic sex toys have been seen hanging in recent days from power lines across Portland, Oregon, provoking laughter, blushing, and lots of photos. The large, white, and bright orange dildos appear to have been strung together in pairs and have prompted numerous reports to the Portland Office of Neighborhood Involvement, Department spokesperson Lisa Letty said on Monday. A spokesperson for the Portland utility Public General Electric said he did not believe the rubber products posed a fire hazard. In online forums, Portlanders posted photos of dildos swaying in the wind above a number of major commercial streets and speculated about their origins. Portland local resident Lucila Sayas-Eppel said she first encountered the phalluses at a neighborhood street fair over the weekend. You could spot them in several intersections, and you could see all sorts of reactions to them, she said. Some would blush, others would laugh, and most would take photos. In our next story, a group of Kenyan high school students have been suspended by their principal after they were accused by fellow students of being homosexuals for arguing for gay rights in a debate at school that occurred earlier this month. 19 students from St. Mary's Kababi Boys High School in Bungoma County, Kenya, were sent home over the weekend pending an investigation by the school into the allegations against them. 10 of the students were in their fourth year of high school, while the remaining 9 were in their third year. The teens will be denied education for a week before they are allowed to report back to the school with their parents to hear the verdict against them. The issue of gay rights in Kenya has been heightened by the upcoming visit of U.S. President Barack Obama, who has said that he will not be silenced on the issue during his trip to his biological father's homeland. St. Mary's Kababi Boys High School principal Matthew Namumwa has said that if any of the students are discovered to have participated in homosexual acts, they will be given counseling. Namumwa told Kenya's The Star newspaper that this was the first example of such allegations among students since he joined the school last term. We all know that this is a societal issue and we cannot pretend or run away from it, but discuss it and find a way out, Namumwa said. At this stage, it is not known what will happen to the boys' accusers if their claims turn out to be false. Under colonial-era Kenyan laws, people who are convicted of engaging in homosexual acts can be jailed for up to 14 years in prison. In our next story today, Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker insists he doesn't think Scouts need to be physically protected from openly gay leaders. Walker, who is seeking the Republican Party's presidential nomination, is getting backlash for comments he made when asked for his reaction to the Boy Scouts of America being poised to lift its ban on openly gay adult leaders and employees. Walker, a former Eagle Scout, had said, "I've had a lifelong commitment to the Scouts and support the previous membership policy because it's protected children and advanced Scout values." He now says the protection was not a physical protection, but about protecting them from being involved in the very thing you're talking about right now, the political and media discussion about it, instead of just focusing on what Scouts is about, which is about camping and citizenship and things of that nature. The BSA's Executive Committee's unanimous decision last week to end the ban must be ratified by the organization's governing body. The BSA decided to finally end its ban on openly gay Scouts in 2013, but the ban continued once a Scout reached the age of 18 and applied to adult leaders and employees of the organization. In May, Boy Scouts of America President Robert Gates had signaled the change when he said that the organization could no longer ban openly gay adults. In our next story today, Caitlyn Jenner delivered a powerful 10-minute speech at the ESPY Awards on Wednesday night in Los Angeles that brought the former Olympian to tears. Jenner, 65, was given a standing ovation as she walked on stage to accept the Arthur Ashe Courage Award in what was her first major public appearance as a transgender woman. After pleading with the fashion police to go easy on her and giving a shout-out to the U.S. women's soccer team, Jenner assumed a more serious tone.
I trained hard. I competed hard. And for that, people respected me. But this transition has been harder on me than anything I could imagine. And that's the case for so many others besides me. For that reason alone, trans people deserve something vital. They deserve your respect. If you want to call me names, make jokes, doubt my intentions, go ahead. because the reality is, I can take it. But for the thousands of kids out there coming to terms with being true to who they are, they shouldn't have to take it.
She then paid tribute to transgender teenagers Mercedes Williamson, who was murdered in Alabama last month, and Sam Taub, who died by suicide in Michigan in April. Jenner said her transition had been harder on me than anything I could ever imagine. For that reason alone, trans people deserve something vital, she said. They deserve your respect, and from that respect comes a more compassionate community, a more empathetic society, and a better world for all of us.